We've talked about several of these areas already, and I'd like now to focus on one additional one, customer engagement and retail marketing, and the excellent success we're having in the U.S. market in this area. And to do that, I'd like to introduce Bob Abley. Thank you.
Thank you, Spencer. So I'm Bob Abley. I'm the Director of Retail Category Development for the U.S. company. What that really means is I lead the category management function for the Customer Development Group. The Customer Development Group is very focused on using analytics to drive profitable growth. For the past 2 years, we have been working hand in hand with the Business Analytics Group, led by Nancy Rogers, on delivering best-in-class analytics to the Customer Development Group. We focus really on the 5 Ps, and what the 5 Ps means to the Customer Development Group is about product assortment that our customers carry, where we merchandise that in the stores, the retail prices they charge, the promotion aspect, and then point of purchase, which is really the in-store marketing vehicles. I'm going to focus not on all these today, so I'll leave the rest assured we won't be spending the whole day on this, but I'm going to focus on the first 2 and come back to one more. And these are really important to my role because it's really about the planogram. And what is the planogram? A planogram is a schematic on how stores actually set their shelves. And why is the shelf important? The shelf is important because that is where most of our products are purchased. It's also where well over half of purchase decisions are actually made. Getting the planogram right in the field is essential to our growth. It's also a highly competitive area. All of our competition is submitting planogram recommendations to every one of our customers across every category. So what actually has Colgate stand above the rest? And it's really driven by strong shelf analytics that are based on actionable shopper insights. So what is shelf analytics? It's really broken down into 3 areas. It's about the product assortment, it's about the placement of how we merchandise it, and it's also about space analytics, which is really about product spacing. So I'll show you a few examples of each of these. So product assortment, this is the first step in planogram development. What products are we going to carry in our store? The basic way we used to do things is really just looking at a basic raw list of SKU ranking, looking at our items from the best to worst seller. Every year we launch new products, we have to make room for them on the shelf. We draw a line across the bottom, target these items for deletions, and they get deleted. It's a real basic method. It's actually done really well for us over the years, but is it the right method? Is it the best method? So as we take a look at this, we started looking at assortment modeling tools. And assortment modeling goes beyond just looking at raw sales. It actually starts to bring in a term of incrementality. What does incrementality mean? Let me show you a visual example, real simple. If you're in a small retailer and you currently carry, say, 2 of our liquid hand soap pumps on shelf every day, say you've found room to carry a 3rd SKU, how do you go about deciding what that SKU should be? If you look at a raw SKU list from the marketplace, you may say, we should bring in our lavender SKU. And you'd be happy with the results, the sales have gone up. But you also notice that that lavender SKU is very cannibalistic of the 2 SKUs you currently carry. So assortment modeling may actually lead us to a different choice. It may tell us that we need to add in one of our premium pumps, maybe a Kitchen Fresh. And though the Kitchen Fresh SKU is not going to deliver the same dollars that the lavender is, you actually see it's less cannibalistic and actually drives the total sales higher for everybody. It's better for the customers, it's better for Colgate, and it's better for our shoppers. That's a real simple example. The assortment modeling we do goes across multiple categories and hundreds of SKUs. But once we do this work, and you take your planogram, you've got your assortment models, now it's actually how do we merchandise those products on the shelf? That's our next step in the process, which is about product placement. This is a really key area as well. And what we've done is we've developed some real strong methodologies to understand how the shopper navigates the shelf when they get there. And to kind of bring this to life, let me show a couple products in our dish care aisle. So take a look at Palmolive Soft Touch. What does the shopper do when they get to the aisle to look for this product? What we have found through our studies is they first look for the premium area of the aisle. They look for our brand Palmolive. They look for the hand care or the benefit. This is Soft Touch. And then they look for their size, pick the product up, and away they go. Taking a look at Ajax, it's a little bit different. Same category in the same aisle. They look at value first, very similar, looking for the price point. Then they're actually looking for size next. Then they're looking for the benefit before they start looking for the brand. And how do we take these learnings and actually make changes in the marketplace? So let me share with you what we're doing with Ajax right now. Ajax, we've traditionally merchandised in what we call a trade-up, so the small sizes to the large sizes. Keep our variants together, all the lemons all merchandised together. But knowing that the shopper is actually looking for sizes, we've made it more difficult for her to shop Ajax. So we are now recommending that we actually put Ajax by our sizes before we start putting it by variants. This makes a much better shopping performance for our shoppers. So back to these two pieces. These are just two brands that we highlight on. The decision hierarchy, it's a purchase decision hierarchy that we develop, goes across the entire category. And these trees we use to actually help us understand how we should recommend placement on the shelf. We haven't just done this for dish care. We've actually done this for every category we compete in. And what do we use this information? Is we use it to make our planogram recommendations to the customer. Very insight-based, very factual, lots of great analytics driving it. And we have these for every category we walk in with. Now that we've actually gotten our assortment set, and now we've actually laid out the planogram the way it should be, the next step is really about product spacing. And what product spacing is it's really about making sure that we have the right space on each of the products. So a key metric for Colgate is making sure that we have our fair share representation on the shelf. Are we getting the space on shelf that our product deserves based on our sales? We built this tool to actually inform us and also track this information on a monthly basis. What's just as important is actually looking at our inventory metrics and looking at days supply, not just at the brand level, but down to the SKU level. Because this becomes really important, because what you don't want to have happen is to spend all that time getting the assortment right, laying the planogram out correctly, and when the shopper gets to the aisle, the product's out of stock because we didn't get enough room on it. This is hugely important because it can drive sales. To give me an example, in one customer, in one category. Now, albeit this is our largest customer and our largest category, but this will kind of give you an idea of how much this is worth. So we do off the shelf about $260 million on toothpaste and retail sales. 1% of that's $2.6 million in sales. Our current average in stocks at Walmart is 97.5. If you move that to an impact of 99%, that's well over $4 million of retail sales in a year. In the markets we are in, fighting for share in dollars, these are real numbers. It's a very commercial effort to get here, but it has a huge impact. So again, shopper analytics is really about us delivering the right products at the right placement at the right time that the shopper's at the shelf to make the purchase. This delivers strong shopper satisfaction, drives sales for Colgate and for our customers. The next P that we'll go into is promotion. I just spent a lot of time talking about how important the shelf is, but no less important is our promotional activity. Promotional activity really drives a lot of our trial on new products, which is essential lifeblood. Incremental purchases, not just for our customers, but for Colgate. We can use promotions to drive trade up from our products to more premium products. We can also drive trade in from our competitive products to our brands. To talk a little bit more in detail on the analytics we're using on with the customer is Joanne Lochner to talk about one of the most analytical customers that we have in the world, which is Kroger.
Thanks, Bob. Welcome to Cincinnati, Ohio, the home of Kroger Company. Kroger is the largest supermarket chain in the United States with 2,638 supermarkets and multi-department stores in 34 states, and one of Colgate's most valued customers. Kroger is able to collect valuable loyalty data with their shopper card. It's called the Plus Shoppers Card. Kroger's loyalty cards are in over 55 million U.S. households. That is roughly 1/2 of all households in the U.S. 97% of Kroger transactions use loyalty cards, giving Kroger and vendors a lot of rich data to dig into to understand their most loyal shoppers. They refer to these shoppers as their loyals. Loyals make up 16% of households, but account for 60% of spend at Kroger. Their spend ratio is 8-to-1 versus non-loyal shoppers, making them very valuable households for Kroger and Colgate. In the second half of 2013, the Colgate Kroger team worked closely with our New York-based Strategic Insights and Analytics team to execute a customer-specific oral care marketing mix analysis. This pioneering analysis provided us with a priority list of brands and shopper tactics to deliver the most effective and efficient promotions. In 2014, our challenge was pairing our advanced promotional analytics with shopper analytics to to learn how Colgate could win bigger with Kroger Loyals. We did this by partnering with Kroger to put our customer marketing mix learnings into action and by establishing a shopper learning plan to understand how our new promotional strategies were resonating with loyal shoppers. So let me share the results of our first major promotion using this new approach. Traditional Kroger feature ads and end cap executions for Colgate Oral Care focus on one price tier for toothpaste and manual toothbrush and target 3 of 6 shopper groups. Through our marketing mix work, we discovered that the greatest incremental category impact was achieved when Colgate feature ads and displays included multiple toothpaste and manual toothbrush price tiers and targeted all 6 shopper groups. Results from our first major execution are compelling. Loyal household penetration grew by 120 basis points, the category grew by 11%, and Colgate dollar share grew by 4.6 share points. Thanks for the opportunity to share how Colgate and Kroger are partnering to leverage advanced analytics and sophisticated shopper analytics to achieve win-win-win solutions that successfully drive category growth.
So the market is... So we're all well aware we're in a very fast-paced market. It's transitioning quickly. The customers are really looking for partners that can bring in strong added value with analytics. And as Ian talked about earlier, it's not just about having answers. It's about asking the right questions and delivering the best answers. To do this, we must provide strong 5P analytics. The companies who do this best will be the preferred partners of our customers, and Colgate-Palmolive is doing an excellent job at driving strong customer engagement. Thank you.